I think I'm gonna finish this. I might finish this today. I don't know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna see what we're gonna do. I say I'm gonna finish it today, but I probably want to spend another hour on it. Much to my dismay, I think I want to spend another hour. I need to, at the very least, my clouds a little bit more vivid. Make them a little bit more vivid. Feel like brighter, because I was using off-white blue, and now I'm going to add some white to it. Is like just negative space shapes. So I'm going to do that, and I think the rest of my time is going to be spent going over the bridge so that I don't have any white lines showing in the bridge, and I'm going to spend my time probably going over it. Maybe not today. Probably the last few hours is going to be maybe just doing that and cleaning that up a little bit. Jump around in some areas, but I'm over it, man. I'm over it, that's for sure. I'm over this drawing. I'm done, dude. I'm done with this. You know? Not like at this point, it's just nothing I'm doing is really kicking it up a notch or improving it substantially, and I put enough hours in it that I feel that it's at this good like stopping point, and I think I need to capitalize off that feeling and stop chasing a unicorn, I guess, because at this point I'm just doing things to do things, and I don't know if that is the best choice. I think look fine. I think I'm at this point in this drawing where I can just say, I think we did it. We did it. We're done. We're almost done. We're at 100 meters, and I just need to add a little bit more some final touches, and then we're going to end it, finish the drawing. So as you can see, all I'm doing is I'm just making sure the whites on this are a little bit more white, a little bit more pop, and coming through the paper, and then that's that. Now, I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but at this point, I feel like I'm getting it done. And still, the drawing surface of the surface of the paper is it's very and I want to make sure that I leave some of the tooth of the paper showing, because this drawing or this type of paper, you can fill up the entire drawing with this paper, or with pastel, so you don't see the paper anymore. But it kind of defeats the purpose of using this paper, because you want to have some of the tooth of the paper showing through. You want to use the paper to your advantage, and if you want to make sure that you everything covered up with color, I think you would have been better served using a cheaper paper and not this kind, But all right. let's go ahead and work on the sky a little bit more. Maybe make this a little bit more opaque. I think that's going to be what I'm working on today on this area for this drawing sessions. Maybe work on the some, and then kind of slowly dip my toes into working on the bridge. I've been kind of avoiding it. For those who've been watching any of my live streams or any of my drawings, I've been avoiding it because after I did it the first time, I was like, I don't know, I don't want to keep working on it, and so I just kind of stopped working on it. Just kind of avoided it all after I initially got the outline or shape of it, and I thought, okay, that's good enough. And I thought maybe I can kind of lean on that, and to some degree I can kind of lean on it, but I think I need to start making it a little bit sharper so that it's built up so it looks like it works with the entire more. Pressing a little bit harder now in the sky because I want this blue up here to be brighter, more vivid, you know? All right, Bob Ross. Thank you, dude. What brand do you use? Beautiful water. These are pastels. And the brand I'm using is Rembrandt pastels. It's a pretty good brand. A touch on the expensive side, though. They're not cheap. I think, though, they might be cheaper than today's colored pencils. Colored pencils have gotten really expensive. Like, especially the really good ones. The really good colored pencils have gotten to like $4 a pencil. These are about $4 a stick. So they're about the same like cost of a pencil. Maybe even cheaper if you buy them when you buy them in quantity. When you buy them as in a assorted pack. The same thing if you were to buy an assorted pack of colored pencils, you get a discount. You'd save some money in that regard. Now, where is this? Is this? Nope, that's not the color I want. Where's all my blues? I lost all my cool blues. That sucks. Maybe I use this blue. Just gotta blend this in. We're just gonna blend these blues in like this. Just blend them in. Look all nice. So that your customer, that the person that hired you to do this, like, hey, bro, those are some nice blues. And I'm like, thank you, dog. Thanks, dog. Thanks, bro. That's right. I call everyone bro now. Bro, thank you, bro. No, all right, we got to blend this in a little bit more. For the longest while, actually, for a minute, the sky was the one area that I spent time on because I was really trying to avoid doing everything else. I was trying to avoid doing everything else. You ever do you'll draw in the same area because you don't want to touch the other areas. You're like, I'm in the safe zone, right? You'll draw these areas that you feel comfortable in. You're like, I'm just going to draw right here because safe spot. I feel safe right here. Not so much here, but right here. I feel really safe and comfortable right here. I'm just gonna make beautiful blue skies, some purples, and grays, add some purples and some whites, blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden you have a really nice sky and everything else is not done. And I'm like, I'm just gonna stay in this area. The rest of the area can go away. I don't want to touch you right now. I don't want to work on you, you know? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start working on the bridge. I really wanted to avoid it. I'm going to work on it for, I don't know. It looks like I'm going to work for about 20 minutes. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just start from left to right. Work here and then move my way all the way to the right. And then when I'm done with that, I'll make a decision and decide whether or not I want to continue working on this drawing. And I think the answer will be once I go over this once with black and make it a little bit, make it work, I will probably stop. I'll probably stop after that. I remember doing the bridge took me so long. Like just to do the positive negative space, it took me so long. And honestly, I don't feel like drawing it more than twice. The idea of having to draw it a lot multiple times is kind of stomach churning. So I got to think about how I'm going to make these areas a little bit more opaque. Yeah. This is not fun. Good thing I got these small little pieces of pastel here so I can kind of fill in these small areas. Because I was using a really, what was I using? Why was it take me so last time? I don't know. I got to think why it took me so long to finish to do the bridge once. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this little area. I don't know if I can get it with this little bitty piece. And what sucks is like you can't press your hand on it. You can't press your hand on the paper because you'll smudge it. And since can't do that, you have to go extra slow. Oh no, you have to go extra slow. So you don't do what I'm doing right now, which is messing up. Oh wow, this is not fun. So I'm just making sure that the back area is a little bit brighter. Because I think it's a little dark, or I think it's showing too much paper. Too much tooth. So I got to go over it with my black pastel here. Ah, this is tough. Like really, it's tough holding the. All right. Oh goodness. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is a good decision, but I'm gonna have to work with it. I was looking to see if I had charcoal. Turns out I don't have any charcoal, so just gotta use what I have available. And all I have available is this small color black pastel here, which has helped me to do cleaner lines. But geez, Louise, is it so hard? Oh, I broke it. That means I got a smaller piece to work with. Great. All right. I think there's some like I might be able to get away with like some dark green or something in the background. Yeah, there might be some dark green in here they can put in certain areas. I think let's get some green in this area. Doesn't have to be good, that's for sure. Something like that. Yeah, this is going to take a while. Just by how going now, it's going to take just as long as last time, which was really long. Um, but at least about done. I don't think I'm gonna do much more. I'm happy with some of the areas. I could keep working on it. Like yeah, I could keep working on it, and would it make it better? Maybe. In certain the areas I wanted to work on, or it wouldn't. Who knows? I just know it's at a point where I just kind of need to kind of let it go. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to let your drawing go and move on. That's what I got to do right now is just move on. I've worked on it long enough, and I think I need to start something new. Ugh. Plus, this causes lots of cramps. Oh my gosh. Got like hand cramps here. Now, normally, if I wanted a straight line, I'd put a ruler on this thing, but I'm worried that if I do put a ruler on it, it's going to smudge it. And so at this point, I'm just going to have to, you know, take my time, I guess. Try to take my time. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, that's working out pretty good. What if I do something a little bit fun? Maybe add like a, there we go, a little bit of a, oh no, that was a bad idea. Whatever. We'll break it up a little bit. Let's add some purple here. Sometimes it can be too much of a good thing. I thought if I add like a little bit of a teal, something interesting, but I don't know. Don't know. What if I add oh no, did I break something? Oh, I broke my pastel. Darn. Nope, that's not working. I'm getting in my head now. I'm starting to make decisions that I don't want. That's probably a sign that I need to finish this up. We're just going to stick with the initial idea. Yeah, so we're going to stick with the initial idea and just wrap it up, because otherwise I feel that I'm just going to start making really bad decisions, and I don't think that's... Oh, hey. How you doing? I am I'm wrapping this drawing up. Not today, but I think at the very latest it will be done in the next few days. Starting to make choices that I don't really think work. I don't like these lines that I did underneath here. Maybe if I were to continue it all the way, that might be, I don't know. I'm just starting to make bad decisions with the work. So, and I have a rule that if I start making decisions that doesn't improve the drawing, like it makes it visibly worse, then that's like my sign to stop and to finish whatever I'm finishing. So I'm like adding these things thinking that, oh, this might be a good little thing to add. And then you add that little thing that you thought would be a good little thing to add, and then it's like, that is not good at all. This is a terrible thing to add. Why'd I do that? And then you start questioning life. You're like, oh my gosh, this is a bad decision. Oh no. And so you start making these decisions that like aren't really helping you. They're not serving you, you know. And so I am Oh my gosh. I can't seem to draw a curvy line to save my life. Hey, Happy New Year to you, man. Happy New Year. I slept. I slept in. I stayed up till midnight, but I really didn't do anything. So we got what do we got? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add bridge like darkened up, and then I'm going to lighten up the background behind the bridge. At this air white, but like back here's I kind of got the ball on that. But the bridge is almost done. I just want to finish it really. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't seem to hold this thing without cramping up. All right, I'm really happy that it's almost done. Like, I was going to keep working on it. I thought that I was going to have about 10 more hours on it. And the more I'm working on it, the more I'm like, yeah, I have 2 hours on it. And that's just to kind of, I have 2 more hours on it. I have 10 more hours if I keep messing up. Oh my gosh, if I keep messing up lines, oh my goodness, I got to clean this up. Can't seem to make my lines clean. Trying to clean up the lines, and what happens is I end up making the bridge like the bridge larger than it really is, you know? Oh, good. We can't have that. And that's no good. I don't like that. There it is. Like I made this, the bridge is getting thicker and thicker. I'm adding more girders. Making mistakes. And I guess I could technically fix them. I could spend extra minutes like fixing them. All right, your thanks, man. I wouldn't I wouldn't I wouldn't be too excited over it. It's not like I have a gazillion people in the chat. But then again, I think a lot of those people in the chat are they're like bots. I heard a lot of the popular streamers, they like just bot the heck out of their streams, and that might be the case. They might be botting it up, and I don't know. But also, it's really hard to look at the chat and draw at the same time. It's not, if I don't reply, it's not because I don't see it. It's actually it is because I don't see it. It's that's 100%. It's because I don't see it. Like, I'm looking at this, and right here is the screen, and people are chatting it, and I'll sometimes turn my head to see if there's anyone saying anything, and then I'll reply. And then if I miss it, it's not because I'm not purposely ignoring people, I guess. You know. And also, I think a lot of the live streamers, they're like, I'm only gonna reply if you guys give me what is it? What are they? A tip. It's like a tip. It's like, is it a tip? I think it's called like a super chat. I think they call them super chats or something, and it's basically just like Kyle for $10. I want to respond to you. I don't know what it is. Kyle. Is there a Kyle back there? No, that yeah, I don't know. I'm making a fool out of myself. Oh no. Oh, I'm making a fool out of this drawing, that's for sure. I can't seem to draw and talk at the same time. I am not happy with the bridge. Like, I could, if I wanted to, and I could make this bridge into like a 20-hour project. I just spend all my time just making it super clean, you know? But I can't do that, man. I don't have like luxury. I mean, I guess I could. I guess I can make it really clean, or slow down a lot more. I'd have to lay this down. I'd probably have to lay it down on a table. But I don't have a table. I don't have a table, guys. I'm kidding. I do have a table. I just mind table, if that makes any sense. I just have a bunch of surfaces that I just make into tables. Oh my gosh, we're over time. Oh, well, thank you. I think I'm doing great too. You know what? Oh my gosh, I think what I might do is I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. It's gonna be it's gonna add like another hour, you know, but I just wanna honestly this drawing's like a bad date. You're looking at the time, you're waiting for the waiter to bring you the check, and you're just like twiddling your thumbs, like, oh, when's the waiter gonna me the check? I need to bounce. This date is not going as planned. I am just not getting it. I don't think she likes me. Blah blah blah. And you're like, I need to get out of here. I gotta get up early tomorrow. I got a big day at work. All my coworkers are gonna ask me how was the date, and then I'm gonna tell them what happened, and they're all gonna be making fun of me the entire time. You know, like, I told you so. I told you should have went out with Sarah. I told you. And you're like, and they're like, how'd you know? How'd you know? Be so bad. And they're like, we just know, dude. We know what's best for you, bro. And you're like, shut up. No, no, I need to get out of this. I'm done. I need to finish it. The customer wants the drawing. You know, they want it, they like it, and they're happy with how it looks. I'll just try to take what I learned and maybe in the future figure out ways to be better than I was today. And that's all that matters, is just how can I be a better artist, be a better person than I was the day before. That's really what it boils down to. Yeah. That's what it boils. Where is it? I wonder if I could use some white charcoal. No, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use this small little piece of white right here. Little itty bitty piece of white. Itty bitty. There we go. And there we go. And we're just going to go ahead and fill out this area. You can't see it, but like it's It's shedding. It's okay to not like your art. Yeah, I'm over it. I'm over it, dude. I'm sick of it. I have a coworker that would probably get it. He uses that phrase a lot. It's pretty funny. I'm sick of it, dude. Oh no, I'm slipping. You can't see, as I said, but oh my goodness, everything's messing up. But these are dry pastels, and dry pastel. Oh my gosh, why is that happening? Whoa, Morty. Um, why is that happening? It they like the shed, and so every time I make a, oh no, my gosh, every time I make a mark, I'm like oh my goodness, my gosh, what is going on? Just don't do that. That mark, that's a big no-no. Is don't make that mark at all. Every time I make a mark, I mess up. No, every time I make a mark, it kind of sheds little bitty particles of pastel, and so any below it, it's got little bit. It's like dandruff. It looks like little bitty. Looks like dandruff on your shoulder. If you don't use Head and Shoulders, if you're using like something, if you have bad dandruff, this is what it looks like on your drawing. It's drawing dandruff, if that makes any sense. I got drawing dandruff all over my drawing, and I can't. Oh no, don't do that. Oh my gosh. Oh no, don't do that. Don't. What are you doing, drawing? Obey me. Oh my gosh. 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 I'm holding like this, trying to like draw. It's not cool. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There we go. Oh, my eraser. There we go. Oops, did I do? I think I made a mistake. I think I'm making mistakes. I can't tell though. I'm making lots of mistakes here, everyone. Do not do what I'm doing. Don't make mistakes. That's my tip. Like, how do I get better at drawing? Don't mess up. What do I do to improve? Don't mess up. Just don't do it. What happens when I mess up? Don't do it. Just don't do it. That's how you know. That's how you draw. You just don't make mistakes. Oh my gosh. Holding this hurts my hand. I think I'm just going to finish it. I'm just going to do the outline, and we're just going to end it today. I am sick of it. I'm at this point where if I were to keep working on it, it's not going to necessarily get better. I'm going to start making this that is going to be counterproductive to the quality of the drawing. Like, it's not going to make it better. It make it worse, but it's definitely not going to make it better. And I am just going to be like wasting my time. You know, I'm just going to be drawing on it for drawing's sake, and not move the needle, if that makes any sense. It's just going to be like I'm wasting time, and I don't want that. I'm at that point where anything I do to it is not going to really change it, because I don't know. Oh no, oh man, my other pastel. Oh gosh. I've dropped 2 pastels. That's $2. Every time I've dropped 2 pastels, and I've basically thrown away $5 because of it. It's like, that's no cool. That's not cool. A leaky pen. Well, with paint, if you're doing paint, if you're especially doing like oil paint or acrylic paint, at the very least, you can paint over your mistake. But with like pastel or other mediums, it's hard to cover your mistake because it's just hard to repair your mistake. Like with pastel, like I can go over it a little bit and move things a little bit and correct things a little bit. But I can't really correct everything because after a while, there's a limit to how much stuff pastel you can put on top of your paper. There's a limit. So, at least with like paint, you can pastel, not so much. You can go over it, but it kind of it can be kind of muddy. You know, when you go over areas with pastel, it just makes it a little bit muddy. But this is just difficult, man. I don't really like doing this. It's a little bit. Oh my gosh, it's harder doing it during a live stream because I can't manipulate the angle of my paper without ruining the. Yeah, I can't manipulate the angle of my paper. I'd have to spin it around. You know what I'm talking about? Like 8x11 piece of paper or your sketchbook, and you're trying to make a line. You spin it in circles so that you can draw a better line. So I think most of this is, yeah, I am going to finish this. I'm going to just, we're going to finish this. I think so. It's going to happen. We're done. We're almost done. I'm just making these behind the bridge wider and more opaque so you don't see all of the surface of the paper. And I'm just outlining. What am I doing? I'm outlining something. Oh my gosh. For those that didn't know, I was doing this live stream and I had anticipated on using a charcoal pencil to, oh my gosh, to outline the bridge to make it darker. I was use a charcoal pencil. But it turns out I don't have any charcoal pencils. I'm out. I need to buy more charcoal pencils. I'm totally out. I was like, I used to have a bunch and now I have 0. So there goes that plan. I was going to use charcoal pencils because I can make them into a sharp tip. These I can't make into a sharp tip. And here I am, not using charcoal pencil. All right. I think in there though. Oops. I think this was the hardest, the one that required the most time. The back area, not so much. I got to move some stuff. Otherwise, I'm gonna bump into pastels. Let's try to move this over here. Oh no, I'm gonna move some pastels. There we go. This is a better spot. Oh, got to move it to the left here. And then feel my pain. Yeah. All right. I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put this color this black. Yeah, I needed like a charcoal pencil. It would have been so much easier because you can, it would have just been easier. I can't explain it. It would have been easier. But so far, it's fine. What I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get these arches done, and then I'm going to work on the um, the supports. Pressing pretty hard, much harder than I have in the past on these drawings. On this drawing, I've been pretty light-handed for the majority of the drawing, just layering things on. But for this, I'm kicking it up a notch and pressing pretty hard because I want the line. I don't want to have to like cut the lines more than a couple times. It just seems counterproductive. The one negative thing about making these lines bolder is I'm making them thicker, and I didn't necessarily want them to be thicker. I think that was the reason why I had to use charcoal, because I could have a very fine tip. But now I have to deal with these really thick lines. And I don't think it really matters. I think as long as you get the essence of the drawing, or essence of it being a bridge. Although it just makes the marks flunky. But I think I'm actually really excited. You have an idea. I've worked on this drawing. I've been working on this drawing for over a month, off and on. I did studies of this drawing, and then I was going to do two. I was going to do two like large scale versions of this, but having 5 studies and then starting on this one, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use this. This is going to be my main drawing. I'm not working on it anymore after this. No way. Yeah, pencil. I love it. I like doing on final pieces. I don't necessarily like doing them in my sketchbook, and I would do a lot of drawings in my sketchbook. So I avoided pencil in my sketchbook. Let's see here. My sketchbook. Kind of suck this. My sketchbook. I don't want to break that. We're doing good. All right, everyone. We're almost done. Almost done. And the reason why I want to finish it is the customer always said that they like how it looks, you know. And the thing though is that was a couple hours ago, and photos are deceiving, you know. They can blur things. So the photo I gave them, I wasn't purposely deceiving, but the photo I gave them it doesn't show how elite the bridge is. It doesn't show like the under drawings. It doesn't show It doesn't show everything. So things were apparent there, and there was a level of completeness, but it didn't show all the problems with the drawing. Oh no, that line's way too thick, but at this point I don't think it matters. Where's my uh-oh. All my pastels. If you look right here. Wait, can you see my hand? Wait, where's my hand? Right here. I have all my pastels on this like wood trim here, and they're taking up a lot of space. Knocking down a lot of pastels. I've broke 2 pastels already. Don't do as I do. Bad choice. Uh-oh. I know. Almost done. We're getting there, everyone. Every little mark. And it's you have no idea. I'm gonna sit back and take a moment. Not during the live, but after I'm done, I am going to sit back and I don't know. I don't know. Celebrate. Have an actual celebration. We're getting there. For better or worse, we're getting there. Oh my gosh, this is going to be difficult. I learned that if something about myself, I don't like drawing bridges. Even if they're just negative black lines. Like I don't get enjoyment out of it. I'll leave the bridge drawing to people that like bridges. Don't hire me. If you like this drawing and you like the bridge drawing and you want to hire me to draw you a bridge, don't hire me. I don't want to do it. Like, let me get this straight. I don't want to draw a bridge. I don't like drawing bridges. Please don't hire me. Do yourself hire someone who draws bridges. If you don't like the way they draw bridges, if you like the way that I draw bridges, don't hire me. I don't want to do it. Please and thank you. I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding. So, this guy was on a live stream talking about how someone hired him to draw bridges and he doesn't like drawing bridges. Told him not to hire him, blah, blah, blah. I'm playing, man, but seriously. I do not like drawing bridges. We're almost done, though. I know some artists that actually do some amazing bridges, but I don't. Awesome, man. You illustrated a children's book, dude. Congratulations. That's awesome. I've always wanted to do one of those. I've always wanted to do create like a children's book or something like that, or write one or something. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is my nightmare. Come on. It's one of the reasons why I don't. One of the hard things using like black is it's super difficult to cover up. Like it gets really, really difficult to go over. Well, that must be cool, man. Doing a children's book and getting that done. Hopefully you'll have more to come, man. Hopefully the children's that you are hired to do doesn't have you draw bridges. Okay, no bridges. I'm gonna start making like a contract. Every contract I do, like an art contract, someone hires me, I'm gonna put there's going to be a surge charge of 25% if you have to, an extra 25% surcharge if you have me do draw. That'd be so funny. Oh my gosh, these lines are extra thick. I didn't want them to be that thick. Almost have to do. I have to do that just so I can go over. I don't know. I probably could have gone over them a little lighter, but I'm drawing extra heavy-handed because I want to get this done. Is not really a good idea if you want to have like thinner lines. I'm pretty sure I messed up the bridge over here. There's probably a ton of errors. And by probably, I'm like, probably a ton. It's not even probably, there is. You can't even say like, there's probably a lot of mistakes. No, there is. There is a ton of mistakes. It's riddled with mistakes. It's riddled with mistakes. All right, let's go ahead and add a little bit of some purple here. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of purple here. Maybe a little bit of purple here. And then, yeah, no, that was a bad idea. Already making bad choices. Down with drawing bridges. Yeah. Change styles can be difficult. I think I'm done. I don't want to touch it. I think I'm done so far. I think I'm gonna stop working on it. I put these purple marks here. I thought they would be able to go over the white more. It really didn't. So, as I said, I'm starting to make like aesthetic decisions that normally work for me, that normally work well for me on like painting. But at this point, not really working out. And oh my gosh, just quit already. I'm trying to get this smooth. I can't seem to make my can't seem to get it to work for me. The lines, the pastel doesn't want to move up higher without moving up too high. All right, before I, maybe, I don't know. Let's just go ahead and see if I can cover this up a little bit more. All right, I think it's done. I'm over it. Oh my gosh. Where are you? My hands are dirty. Where is my blue pastel? I don't know. I think I might. Honestly. I keep saying, I think I might be done. And I say, and my mind's like, just a little bit more. Just do a little bit more and see what happens. Who cares? You might make a mistake, but who cares, dude? Just mess it up. Just mess it up. Throw all these hours down the drain. Throw them all away. Throw everything away. You deserve to mess up your drawing. Yeah. Just mess up your drawing, bro. All right, I think I'm done. I got to get away from it and stop. It's at this point where it's like, Okay, yeah, if I add some things, will it make it better? Maybe, maybe not. You know, do I keep adding things? And the answer is probably, the answer is like, probably not. Just don't. Just don't add any more things. You know, don't add any more colors. Don't do any of this. Don't do that. And then your mind is, your body and your art, the artist inside you's like, maybe if I just play around with it a little bit more and, you know, do some more things with it, would go get better. And some artists can get away with that. Some artists who are like, this is what they do all the time. Me, I'm like, I got other drawings to do, bro. I gotta get going. Ah, thank you. I gotta get going. I gotta walk away from this drawing and walk away from it literally and walk away from it for good. I'm gonna let it go and then spray fix it, take all the stuff off, and get it ready to ship. Thank you so much for watching. I gotta go. Wow, 60 minutes? That's a long live. Take care. Cheers.